The newly developed Soviet fighter jet could reach a maximum speed of 5 Mach. The weapons could be fired by the pilot's thoughts. During flight, the pilot could launch missiles at enemy planes behind him at any time. However, shortly after the Soviet Union had developed it, the United States sent a spy to try to steal the fighter jet. According to the plan, the spy first sneaked into the test pilot's locker room, knocked him unconscious, and then changed into a flight suit. At the same time, a traitorous engineer in the hangar had tampered with the fuel pipeline of the fighter jet. Before long, an explosion occurred in the hangar. The spy took the opportunity to walk out and climbed onto the plane. He quickly operated the fighter jet, preparing to take off. Just then, an officer who had received a warning of the spy's intrusion rushed over and saw the spy in the cockpit. The officer immediately ordered the hangar doors to be closed, but it was too late. The spy skillfully operated the fighter jet, which quickly started and sped out of the hangar. When they came out to chase, the officer ordered them to shoot, but it was already too late. They could only watch as the fighter jet was stolen. Soon, the fighter jet reached an altitude of 10,000 meters. Although it was still in Soviet airspace, at a speed of 3 Mach, almost no weapon could intercept it. As the spy flew into the southern airspace of the Soviet Union, he happened to see a passenger plane. He immediately changed direction. Soon, the passenger plane's pilot noticed him. Before he could react, the spy flew the fighter jet past the passenger plane. However, he did this to make the Soviet military believe that he was heading south. Sure enough, the Soviet military soon got the news and immediately moved most of the air force to the southern border. But what they didn't expect was that the spy had already changed direction and was heading north. Seeing that the radar detected no danger, the spy decided to experience the maximum speed. Within a few seconds, the plane's speed increased rapidly. After experiencing it, he pulled the plane up and slowed down. But due to the high-speed flight, the Soviet command soon detected a plane flying north at a speed of over 3 Mach. The military realized they had been deceived and immediately reorganized the interception plan. They moved the fleet to the northern coast and switched all missiles to infrared targeting systems. By this time, the spy was close to the northern coast. Suddenly, the radar showed that a reconnaissance plane was approaching him. To avoid being detected by the reconnaissance plane, he immediately pulled the plane up again. But soon after, the radar showed that 3 surface-to-air missiles were heading his way. The spy then activated the weapon system and used his thoughts to control the weapon, firing a missile at the reconnaissance plane. He quickly hit the reconnaissance plane, and the high temperature from the explosion also attracted another attack from the surface-to-air missiles.